Boom. Welcome back to the Rampage Money System. This is mastering the art of the offer selection, making sure that you never lose money. Again, listen, there's one single most important thing in any business. It's not even the VSL. It's the offer. The offer is the single most important thing in business. And I can't tell you how many times I've made this mistake where I busted my ass on working on campaigns that would have never worked in the first place. And I'm making this video so you learn these lessons and you don't have to fall for these traps, and you can begin to build offers falling on solid ground. Solid ground that when you fail, you know you're actually moving forward. Most people, when they fail, if you fail on an offer that's not proven, right, you fall backwards because you're not actually going in the right direction. If you fail on an offer that's proven, you fall on solid ground, and then you know that you can rebuild and build something better on top of it. So let me ask you a question. When you find an offer inside of a network or anywhere online, here's the question. What makes you think it's going to work? You have to ask yourself this question. Where is your confidence going to come from that your hard-earned money, right, that it is going to make you want to put your hard-earned money to back this campaign? The answer, there's only one answer. Only one single answer works, is because there's proof, right? It's a proven offer. The only reason why you do anything, right, before you get creative with using any of your own ideas, is because you have cold hard evidence. You have absolute proof that somebody else is making money with this campaign and running this offer. That's the only reason why you would be testing an offer. That's it. That's everything, right? Not because you think it's a good idea, not because you saw it on the internet. Like, you have to see somebody crushing this campaign in order for it to be a good idea to crush this campaign. I have bombed endless mistakes. I have made endless mistakes not listening to this advice and falling back on it over and over and over again, right? Here's the thing. If you have a campaign that's running right now, if you already took some action and you're working on a campaign and it's on an unproven offer, shut it down. You need to shut it down and start back over from ground zero. You cannot run stuff that is not proven. You know the advice, one of the best advices out there, which is don't listen to anyone who's not where you want to be. Listen, if you're not making $1,000 a day on the internet right now, that's you. You are the person you should not be listening to. You and your own ideas are someone you should not be listening to, right? Stop listening to your own ideas. You got to listen to the people who are doing $1,000 a day, and you have to take their advice. Even though they're not telling you what the advice is, they're showing you what the advice is. So tools like Spy Tools, browsing like the big websites online like MSN, Newsmax, right? And asking like a really good affiliate manager. You have a really good AM who's like answering a lot of these things that can give you insights on products that are banging. That's where you have to find your ideas, because a lot of times those guys are the guys making $1,000 a day. And those guys are the people you should be listening to. And if they think this is a good offer, that means you have to think this is a good offer. Let me cover one of the biggest fallacies in the business world. The biggest mindset, traps are people who talk about too much competition and people who talk about things being saturated. Listen, competition is a green light. When you see competition, that means other people are making money, right? If other people are making money, that means you can make money, right? That means you can come in and make money. If you're running their campaigns, you would be making their money. Does that make sense? All they did was take a video, take an ad, upload it to Facebook, upload it to YouTube, TikTok, spend on it, run this offer, and boom, they're making money. If you had that and that was your ad and your video and your landing page and your affiliate link, you would be making the exact same money as they were. That's kind of how it's set up. The more 9-figure brands there are in a space, the more likely it is for you to be a 9-figure brand. And the opposite is really what you got to think about too, right? The fact that if there is no competition, if you see an affiliate offer and no one's touching it, you can't find any people running it. You can't find any ads online with lots of likes and lots of shares and lots of comments and lots of success, right? That's not going to be you, right? That's not going to be you. You are forbidden from doing that. Until you're doing $1,000 a day, you are absolutely forbidden. I'm telling you, forbidden. Do not do it from coming up with any ads, any offers, testing any offers that don't already have proven results behind them, proven campaigns behind them. Listen, people talk about how like the fitness industry is so saturated and it's been around forever. Guess what? Here's the thing. Here's the truth about why competition is great, right? Because people get inspired to work out and go to the gym. Hasn't that ever happened to you? Haven't you ever fallen off the wagon before, right? Where you don't do it anymore, and then your body gets out of shape, and then some new person comes along and inspires you to get back in the gym. That's how it works. There's always room for somebody new to come in and inspire people to solve their problems. Always. People have problems. They maybe get a product, it goes away for a little bit. A lot of times it comes back. People go in these kind of cycles. Most people in the world are not learning from their lessons, and they will, get frustrated to a point where they will solve their problem, and then they will come back and get back in the same situation. And it's up to you and your new video skills to create a video that inspires them to solve their problem today, right? Here's how I used to set it up, right? Spy on campaigns, talk to affiliate managers, find proven offers, right? Use other people's live creatives, right? You can rip somebody else's ad. You can test something out, right? Start with like a basic foundation, a basic angle. If you see somebody's angle, right, you can use VSL.ai and talk to it and have it come up with something similar, right? A similar ad, similar to this. That's a really solid way to do it. Set up a test, right? I'm going to talk about this in the next video, talking about testing different offers, but that's basically it. And then from there, you just decide if you think you can optimize it into profits. That's it, right? You see how far away am I from a positive campaign, right? How far away are we from making this work? If you think you can optimize it and make it better, you are onto something, really onto something. Listen, if you fail with an offer, like I just mentioned, if you fail with an offer that is a proven offer, you fall on solid ground, right? When I was at Mindvalley, I knew these offers were proven. I knew there's a way to make this work. I knew God didn't bring me and Vision together just to beat us around the bush and have us fail, right? I knew there was a way to make it work. Everything fell on solid ground. I told him, bro, if all the cards crumble, we fall on solid bedrock ground, right? There's a way to make this work, and I'm going to find a way to make this work. That's it, right? And guess what? The Silva campaign blew up and became one of the biggest ads. You know what was funny about Silva? It used to be a 9-figure brand. It used to be, back in the 80s, it was a 9-figure behemoth, huge company, huge brand. That guy's story blew the fuck up. It blew up. You know where I got the story for the VSL? In the book. I went to the Silva book, right? And I rewrote the intro. I saw the intro. I was like, damn, this inspired a 9-figure brand. That's the copy I want to use. I took a lot of the stories out of that same right there, out of his story, the way that he wrote it. It was magical. So the point is that campaign did 9 figures. So it went on to, again, do 9 figures in the future, right? A lot of times, like that's what you got to think about. Those are the kind of lessons you got to learn, right? When you got to see somebody having success in the past in order to justify this coming in hot, right? If you're doing an unproven offer, I'm going to say it again, then you have no idea what could have gone wrong if it doesn't work. No idea, right? The niche could be bad. The mechanism could not click, right? The way that you kind of sell it could not click. The merchant account for the advertiser, the person who owns the product, they could have merchant account issues, and some sales might not be firing. Someone could put their credit card in and it says it doesn't work, it doesn't click. There could be tech issues. They could be scrubbing you really hard. There's a million reasons why an offer might not work or might not whatever. It just doesn't click with the market, right? So if you fail with a proven offer, you're moving in the right direction. If you fail with an unproven offer, you're moving in the wrong direction. Bam. Stick with the proven stuff, right? So next time you launch a campaign, spend the time making sure you're running an offer proven to work, right? Find the winning campaigns, find the winning affiliates, run their exact stuff, use the same advertorial, the same traffic source, use the same affiliate network. Some affiliate networks will scrub differently than other affiliate networks. If you don't know what a scrub is a way that they kind of like stay safe. Some people do it. Most of the networks do it. Some of them don't, right? Either way, it's not really that bad, but a lot of times it can get out of control, right? Which is why bitching usually increases EPC. If some people's EPC, you ever notice your EPC goes down suddenly? Just start bitching about the EPC a little bit. Unfortunately, it's kind of the way that it works. Always be respectful for your affiliate manager, right? They will kick you off no problem and not have a thing. So don't be like some entitled asshole, right? But be like, yo, EPC just kind of took a tank today. And that's if you actually have some data, right? If you've been running it for weeks, then you'll know EPC took a hit. They might have turned on some scrub stuff, right? So a lot of times you got to like kind of play that game. The squeaky wheel gets the grease kind of situation there, right? But be respectful for it because this is a long game, right? All my affiliate marketing relationships I've had for years, still got them 6 years later, right? Long game. You need these people in your life. You need them to like you, and you need to be a cool, driven, yes, can do kind of advertiser who's yes, can do, can make it happen, right? Can make it happen, right? Got the campaign, can create the video, can launch it. We can find a way to make this work. Good attitude. If you're running a lot of these same offers and you're running a similar angle and a similar advertorial, you typically will see sales right away, right? You will typically start to see sales come in because you're running proven stuff that is proven to work, that suddenly now that you're running it, it's still working. That's really it, right? Sometimes you'll be profitable right out of the gate, but most of the time you won't. Most of the time you're going to break even or go negative. At the beginning, you're buying data, you're buying results, you're buying, hey, this works, that doesn't work. And then in the sea of what's working, what's not working, you will find things that are working. And when you kill the red and grow the green, that is the mindset that will begin to optimize and innovate to scale this to the next level. Here's a big lesson. This is from Malin Darris. I mean, most of this is for Malin. I mean, Malin really cleared up the whole thing on just the right way to test offers and the right way to go about it, which I'm a huge believer in. Believe it. So thank you, Malin. But here's the deal. Your first million never comes from the original idea, right? It never comes from you inventing something. It never comes from you doing some crazy stuff. It comes from you jumping on a trend, optimizing, and innovating it. If you see flashlights are booming, if you see air coolers are booming, there's a guy fixing my air right now. I'm in a house, it's fucking too hot and I'm dying, right? I need an air cooler guy. There's someone fixing it right now. So air cooler is huge space, right? It comes from you jumping on these trends and optimizing it, staying up to date on what's working on AdSpy, what's working on Pippy Ads, which is the TikTok spy tool, and what's working on YouTube, VidTow, which is the YouTube spy tool. You already know that. That's basically it, right? It also comes from talking to your AM and asking them what's working, what's going on, right? I remember when he came across the foot insole campaign, he was talking about this campaign. I was like, foot insoles, is that really going to work? I have no idea, right? He showed us some stats that looked like they were pretty good. I kind of slowly started moving into it, not super excited, right? And then we started getting some conversions. I started researching more into the mechanisms, the pain behind it. I didn't have the VSL.ai tool that told me, like in the last video, that there was mucus coming down the guy's throat and he's afraid he's not breathing. I mean, come on. If someone's struggling and worried about not breathing because mucus is building up in their throat, they're going to do something about it, right? And the foot insole, I didn't understand how it worked, so I wasn't very excited. But if I had VSL.ai and I could read what it actually does, right, in a simple kindergarten simple way, I'm like, damn, I think people would buy that, right? That looks dope as hell. Let me research to make sure people are buying it, to make sure it is a proven offer, right? But if it is, and that looks good, and the storyline looks good, and it's kindergarten simple, you need to take my VSL masterclass if you haven't already. That way you learn about all these specific techniques for help you kind of get better banger vision, where you have a better idea of what's going to work really well. But yeah, that's when things start to kick up, right? So that's basically it, right? When I started my first campaign, I jumped on it. We were losing money. We were not really feeling hopeful, but we still optimized. We kept working hard week after week. We kept optimizing the video, and suddenly, with the techniques I teach in the masterclass, it started to fucking explode. Hired John Benson to optimize my script even more. The shit just went fucking batshit nuclear. So that's the lesson. Mastering the art of offer selection. If you're not doing $1,000 a day, you are forbidden from coming up with any of your own ideas, using any of your own offer ideas. You must only use spy tools and talk to your affiliate manager to find out what's working, and then pick a product and then go through the next video, which is going to be, testing 3 different products at a time to see which rabbit hole you want to go down, which is going to be the most likely way to go down it. But that is it. This is Peter Kell. Something amazing is about to happen. I'll see you later.